my name is Elias. Desperate for tuition money, I took the graveyard shift at Blackwood Gas and Grill, a crumbling station isolated in the middle of the Nevada desert. The owner, a man named Silas with milky clouded eyes, handed me a tattered notebook filled with bizarre rules. "Listen to me, Elias," Silas said, his voice rasping like sandpaper. "After 2 a.m., if someone knocks on the back storage door, never open it. And if you see another clerk standing at the register, even if he looks exactly like you, ignore him. Don't talk. Don't make eye contact. In this godforsaken corner of the desert, curiosity kills faster than a bullet." I chuckled to myself, thinking the old man was just trying to haze the new guy. The station was so quiet that the buzz of a beetle sounded like thunder. But when the clock struck 3 a.m., a stench like rotting roadkill drifted from the storage vents, and the neon lights above began to flicker violently. Curiosity finally outran my fear. I moved toward the storage room, where a rhythmic scratching sound, like fingernails clawing through wood, echoed from the shadows. In the far corner, hidden behind stacks of canned goods, I found a small alcove surrounded by burnt-out black candles. Instead of a shrine, there was an old photograph of a gas station clerk from the 1970s. His name was Thomas Miller, but the terrifying part? A rusted hunting knife was driven straight through the throat of the photo, pinning it to a piece of tattered parchment covered in jagged symbols. They were drawn in a dark, crusted brown ink. Not ink, blood. The parchment wasn't a memorial, it was a cage. Silas didn't just hire me to sell gas. He was using me as the next sacrifice to keep something bound to this place. As my fingers brushed the paper, a frost crept up from the floorboards, and a dry whisper bled through the cracks in the walls. The contract needs a new face. The fluorescent lights flickered once, twice, then died. When the sickly blue glow returned, a figure was sitting on a swivel chair in the corner of the break room, his back to me. He wore a grease-stained 70s uniform, tattered and soaked in a pungent black fluid. "Hey man, you're not supposed to be back here," I stammered, my grip tightening on my flashlight. The shadow slowly stood up. His joints popped and cracked like rotting timber being crushed. When he turned around, I dropped the flashlight. It wasn't human. His face was a slab of pale, stretched skin, tight like plastic wrap, completely void of eyes or a nose. There was only a thin, horizontal slit where a mouth should be, leaking a thick, black bile. He didn't speak with a voice, but a sound scratched inside my brain like nails on a chalkboard. "You have such beautiful eyes. I need them." I bolted out of the storage room, lunging toward the register to find my phone, but my boots skidded to a halt when I looked out at the pumps. Through the grime-streaked glass, I saw myself. Another Elias was standing out there, holding the gas nozzle, his movements stiff like a puppet on frayed strings. He slowly turned his head to look at me through the glass, wearing a grin that stretched from ear to ear, a smile my real face could never make. I looked up at the convex security mirror on the ceiling and let out a silent scream. My face in the reflection was fading. My eyes were sinking deep into my skin, leaving behind two hollow, dark pits. My features were melting like hot wax, smoothing out, turning pale. At that moment, from behind me, the faceless clerk stepped closer, every footfall echoing in my own voice. "Don't be afraid, Elias. I'll take care of your life. I'll go to your classes, love your girl. And you "You'll be the new collector for Blackwood." My screams died in my throat as the final layer of skin sealed my mouth shut. The world turned into a gray blur, with only muffled sounds echoing inside my skull. I couldn't feel my body anymore. I was just a consciousness trapped inside a smooth, frozen shell. The next morning, before the first rays of sun could touch the Nevada desert, Silas pushed the door open. He didn't even glance at the register, where the new Elias was smiling, perfectly organizing the cigarette packs. He walked straight into the storage room, holding a new photograph, my student ID. He drove the rusted hunting knife through the center of my picture, pinning it over the faded image of Thomas Miller. "Good bait this time," Silas muttered, striking a match to light a fresh set of black candles. "Work hard, Elias. Don't let the customers mess with our inventory." He turned and walked away, leaving me, the new faceless clerk, sitting silently in the corner of the break room, waiting for the next unlucky soul to hear the snap and crack of rotting wooden bones